Welcome to the botany class. Dear student friends, I am Dr. Pramod Kharse from Department of Botany, Sri College of Science, Akola. Today we are going to discuss or study regarding the crassulacean acid metabolism pathway, or in short, CAM pathway. So generally this plant or this pathway is occur in the family Crassulaceae or Cactaceae or Euphorbiaceae. So all this family, in this family, this pathway is occur in particularly in the plants in this family. This Crassulacean acid metabolism pathway is occur. So the pathway is a very characteristic that is very different in characteristic features because these pathways occur generally in the plants which is which is grow in a desert conditions or uh, the conditions where there is a scarcity of water or very less water present in plants. So that condition called as the desert condition or or arid conditions where there is water less in the soil. So how the plant can store the water during this pathway, because during daytimes there is a very high temperature, uh, and that is why how these plants can survive in that particular conditions. Okay, so this pathway has been found to operate in many plant species of the family Crassulaceae, Cactaceae, and show the diurnal pattern of organic acid formations. So all such plants are called as the CAM plants. So CAM plants are generally the succulents in habits, having a very thick and fleshy leaves because these leaves are stored the water, and generally there is a very high temperature. That is why there is a tremendous quantity of water is lost due to the high temperature by the process of the transpiration. That is why to reduce the transpiration, the stomata are closed during the daytime and open during the night time for the exchange of the gases. So the opening and the closing of stomata is controlled by the pH. When the pH is decreased in a cell sap during night favors the opening of the stomata, and increase in pH during the daytime favors the closing of the stomata. So at the night time, the acidity of green cell increase due to the formation of organic acids, and decrease during the daytime due to their utilizations. This change in acidity was first discovered in the members of the family Crassulaceae, hence it is termed as the Crassulacean acid metabolism. The plants which follow the CAM pathway are called as the CAM plants. For example, the Bryophyllum, Opuntia, Sedum, Cactus, Agave, Aloe, etc. So here we have see the detailed pathway. So this is the during night time you have see the moon. So moon means this is the night condition. So during the night time, the stomata is open, and when the stomata is open, the CO2 is entered into the mesophyll cells, and after that, the CO2 is combined with water, formation of the here bicarbonate in presence of the carbonic anhydrase enzymes, and that bicarbonate is accepted by the phosphoenol pyruvic acid or phosphoenol pyruvate, the first CO2 acceptor in the formula of bicarbonate. It is made up of three carbon compounds and converts into first stable compound oxaloacetate or oxaloacetic acid, the first stable compound in the CAM pathway. It is made up of the four carbon compound. So here the oxaloacetic acid is formed in the presence of the enzymes phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. So these enzymes catalyze the reaction and formation of the oxaloacetate or oxaloacetic acid. Now the oxaloacetic acid is converts into the malate or the malic acid in the presence of the enzymes malate dehydrogenase. So now here in mesophyll cells the malate or malic acid is formed during the night time. So this malic acid, when formation here takes place, it is now that is stored in the vacuole. In the vacuole, these this malic acid is stored in the vacuole during the night time. Okay, so here that means this malic acid during the daytime are enters from the vacuoles into the mesophyll cells. So what happens? The malic acids again, it is dehydrogenase into reverse into the oxaloacetic acid or oxaloacetate by the in the presence of the enzymes malate dehydrogenase. Again, another pathway to convert into pyruvic acid. The malates are converted into the pyruvate or pyruvic acid, that is the last product of the glycolysis. And again, pyruvate again it is converts into phosphoenol pyruvic acid here by consuming one phosphate from the one ATP molecules to form the ADP or AB plus uh, one inorganic phosphate and phosphate. So here the malate is converts into oxaloacetic or oxaloacetic acid. These oxaloacetic acids are converts into phosphoenol pyruvic acid by the phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. Okay, so here that is the oxaloacetic acid is converted into phosphoenol pyruvate by the enzymes phosphoenol pyruvate. That is because carboxylase, because here the decarboxylation reaction takes place. So due to the this decarboxylation reaction takes place, one CO2 from the oxaloacetic acids are released in the mesophyll cells and formation of the phosphoenol pyruvic acid. So these one carbon dioxides are enter into the chloroplast, and after entering the chloroplast, it again in Kelvin cycle there is a ribulose based phosphate are ready to accept the carbon dioxide because during the daytime here the CO2 is not enters into the these that is mesophyll cells during the daytime, because during daytime there is a very high temperature, and due to the high temperature the stomata are closed, because there is a transpiration is the most dangerous factor, because due to the high temperature all the water molecules are present in these in the mesophyll cells are now ready to evaporate in the form of the vapors by the process of transpiration. That is why the stomata are totally closed, and here not exchange of gases takes place during the daytimes. So what happens? And because during the daytime there is a Kelvin cycles are ready to formation of the glucose or the carbohydrate molecules, but here the CO2 is required to that is formation of the carbohydrates in Kelvin cycle. So first CO2 acceptor is the that is the RUBP, ribulose based phosphate ribulose based phosphate are ready to accept the carbon dioxide in the presence of the enzymes ribulose based phosphate carboxylase in Kelvin cycle, and the formation of glucose and the regeneration of the ribulose based phosphate in Kelvin cycle by the fixation of CO2, which is coming from the malic acid, which is already stored in the vacuoles during the night time. So here that is the reason behind this pathway, because during the because there is a less water in desert condition, and the plants are surviving to require the water molecules, because during daytime when the stomata are open all the waters are now ready to evaporate in the environments, and there is no any quantity of waters are remain to present for the another reactions in the mesophyll cells or in the chloroplast. That is why the stomata are totally closed in the during the daytimes, and for that's why these conditions are during these conditions the stomata are closed during the daytimes and open during the night time. So here overall the CAM pathway are takes place in the desert conditions in the plant, particularly in the cactus, euphorbia, and the pineapples. All these plants are as called as the CAM plants. Thank you very much.